Hello and welcome to Planet Nomads. My name is Rabenschild. This game is new on Steam, or not new on Steam, but yeah, it is new on Steam. That's what it is. It's a survival game in a planetary setting at the moment. And you can see I have the tutorial going at the moment still. This is I played it a bit before, but basically we start to gather into it and see how it really works out. I have an opinion on the game, but we want to see what this is all about. And so far, I really like at least the look of it. It has a lot to show. You can see that beautiful planetary environment. The story behind it seems to be that we crash land on this planet and then we have to survive. There is the things you have to do at the moment is you have to get food, you have to get water, you have to get sleep, and you have to basically tend to yourself. You have to build shelter and all the same stuff you have to do in other survival games. One of the things that seems to be different is the whole exploring thing. So there seems to be a lot to see. At least that's at least what I hope. And there's immediately something something in the vicinity where I'm not sure if it's dangerous or not. Let us go out and take a bit of a look. So, what we can see around us. The whole terrain is formable, so you can dig in and you can destroy these rocks and cut down trees, and you have to do all that to gather materials. It is similar to Space Engineers in the way that, or how you build, for example. Let me drink and eat something. Let us see what we have. Okay, we have some water. This seems to be bandages, okay. And then we have a sleeping bag, batteries, and nutrition capsules. So something to eat. Let us put some of the stuff on the relatively small hotbar we have here. I hope it's not already getting dark or something like that. So one thing we have is our, don't know, laser gathery drill thing. And let us try and see what we can do here. Okay, it seems to draw power from our suit or something like that. I know that you can put in batteries to make it a bit more powerful and to have a to have a longer beam. Not a longer beam. It you have power for a longer time. But I'm at the moment short on batteries, and so I will keep them for maybe something that is that is new. Before you couldn't see what you mine. So I played it, and I think yesterday or the day before an update hit. So some things seem to have changed. Press and hold space to hover with the jetpack. Okay, yeah, that works out. Let me disable the tutorial. I know that I know some of the usual things, and so I think I can just get along. By the way, unit system metric. I will keep it on metric. I'm not sure. I'm not good with the imperial system, so you have to excuse me if you have problems. Don't know. I didn't see anything where it really said, okay, you have such and such amounts of something, meters, grams, kilograms, whatsoever. So at the moment, I don't see a problem with the metric system here. I don't know really what to do. The tutorial gives a bit of incentive. So with the bandages, you heal yourself, you drink water to get that going. What is that? There are animals. I'm not sure which of these animals are dangerous, so we might want to stay away from them for now. Oh, see that? Here, some of the stones, they have these weird lines on them. You can harvest them, and then you get carbon, silicon, and all that stuff. Good. The first thing that you usually do is you build some sort of printer, basically. It says it is a 3D printer. To me, it seems to be like an assembler in Space Engineers. Let us change mode. So with tab, you change the mode, and then you are in build mode. And the first thing we can build is this printer, nothing else. Let us place it here. Good thing is it seems to just use basic materials. Other things work again, like in Space Engineers. You have to put in resources to gather different components, and then with these components you build, for example, the foundations of your buildings. Later, one of the big components here is vehicles. We will go to that. This is, for me, this is a test how you feel about the game. I just want to show it. For me, it looks good, but oh, there's... do you see these fireflies back there? The fireflies usually pinpoint to locations with food, but the problem is there's this big animal here, and I'm not sure. There's this animal here, and I'm not sure if they attack. These attack. Okay, that is not good. These small red things here, they definitely attack us. Give me a sec. There was someone at the door. That is always distracting. Good. I don't want to already hunt these animals. Does it? It seems that... Okay, the sun is going down. One thing we can do is take a nap, and then I want to dig a bit. At the moment, I still have the 4 nutrient capsules. Maybe I can go without the food for a bit. One thing that happens in the game is it gets really dark. The flashlight sometimes is not really enough to lighten the area. You will have to live with that. I'm trying to be good, and I'm trying to hopefully sleep the nights away, but I'm not sure if that always works. In the escape pod we can also sleep, so that's what I want to do. 12 hours, that hopefully brings the sun back, but you can see that in the left we lose food, we lose water. It didn't bring the sun back, so yeah, that's bad. That's bad, because again, I can't do anything about the darkness. It doesn't get better. Let me see if we can do something. Nope. So yeah, we will have to live with that for a bit. Okay, one thing we can do is dig down and mine a bit. I think that might help us with getting more materials. There's another source of food. I will go over there and we will see if there is enemies. nearby. I hope that's not the case. Okay. The moment everything seems to be okay, we will gather that. And so we get herbs and seeds. That's always good with seeds. We can plant new stuff in a greenhouse that we can eventually get. And with the herbs, we can purify water that we are able to get from the water down there somewhere. Good, but now let me go and dig for a bit. There's another stone, but I want to show you the effect of our drill here. So we can use the left mouse button to have a bit more of a precise dig here basically, and with the right mouse button we can go and dig out a huge tunnel. It's relatively similar to Space Engineers. So the right mouse button gives us the option to dig a lot faster, but it doesn't give us any resources if we find some. Okay, now I have to reactivate the flashlight. Sometimes when the suit battery empties out, we also lose the ability to use our flashlight. Good. See this? These lines. This should be resources, or? No, it's not. Sometimes I'm getting a bit impatient with the whole battery thing. This. Okay, now do we get resources now? Yes, we get. It's not a lot. Digging is not as good as finding the stuff in the stones, I have the feeling, but the amount seems to be higher. So with one dig, you don't get as much. So you can see that the bar there, the round bar fills up, and then you get 1 carbon, 1 iron, or something like that. If you go to a stone, this takes longer, but you get a bit more, but then you only get at whole, don't know, 10, 12 or so units. Down here, you get a lot more, but it takes a bit longer to dig that out. Sorry for the sudden darkness, always. Again, it's a bit of a problem that I have to live with, that the flashlight goes out when the battery is empty. That is absolutely logical, and I have to be careful with my battery charge here. Let me dig this out a bit and gather resources so we can start our first building projects maybe. I should have enough materials to at least do a bit of stuff now. So let us take a look how this works. Again, the emergency 3D printer, you need to put the materials in, or you don't put the materials in, you have them in your inventory, and then you just start building the stuff. Here you see you need 8 iron and 4 carbon, so 2 and 1, like you can see there in the pop-up. 2 iron, 1 carbon for 1 basic frame, and then we also need some plating, so we order this, and then we also order some plating, I would say, just to set up some foundations. Should be relatively easy. Good. This thing takes a while to produce all that stuff. We can start the project when we have the frames. You go into your build mode, and then you put the foundation on your hotbar. Just use that, and now you can see if it's yellow you can place it, if it's red you can't place it. So that's what you need to do. Just place down a foundation, and we will also put another one next to it. The building, similar to Space Engineers 2, It's pretty nice. Sometimes you run into problems that it's a bit harder to place the stuff, but Planet Nomad seems to be really in early access basically. So I will not complain immediately. That's one thing. I want to give this game a real good chance. I heard that you will be able to also build spaceships in the future, and this would be really nice. Let me take a look what you need. Frames, and then you need plates, 3 per foundation, and we have 4. I need 12. No, 12? Yes, 12. That will not work out. Oh, it will. I have enough material for that. That's a good thing. So let us wait for that. The tool here that you use is digging, welding. It's all the same to the tool basically. So don't I have enough? Didn't I pick up the plates? I didn't. I did. So why? Come on. Okay. You can see that in the top corner there's the 450 out of 450. It seems that is the structural integrity or something like that. Oh, didn't it take the... Oh, it took them. I had more than that before. Okay. And it welds until the structural integrity is fulfilled. One problem that I have at the moment is that, take a look at the hotbar. You have a really hard time to identify where you have what, just because the whole foundations are so bright that you have to always look up, point towards the sky so you can see where's what on the hotbar. Okay, we need more of the steel plates. Every time we build something for the first time, it unlocks new things that we can do, and this should have unlocked more of the housing parts. So let us take a look at that in a second. We still have a few steel plates that we can use to finish this foundation. See, it always takes time with the battery of your suit, huh? Okay, we can turn off the light, and now let us see. Now we can put down the fat machine, the food and drink machine, and we can put down a compact container. Good. I think that's things that we really need now. The fat machine requires electricity, so one of the next things should be the biogenerator. It should be unlocked. Let us see what we need for the fat machine. The fat machine is one thing that we really need, because we need that for food and water. Okay, we need frames, we need electronic parts, and these compound parts and steel platings. For these compound parts we need biomaterial, and we get biomaterial or bio something by cutting down a tree. Let us do that, and then we will try to get the fat built. And I think that's our aim for today, for the first look into Planet Nomads. Cutting down a tree means we really cut it down. Basically, it topples over, and then you have to continuously work on it. It breaks down into some parts, and then you get the biomass. Biomass was the word I was searching for. I will continue doing this, gather some more materials, and then we continue working on the fat machine. Okay, what we should do is already place down the fat machine and maybe also a compact container. I want to be able to store stuff. So the fat machine, we can rotate the item by just using the mouse wheel. This thing, not enough resources. I need frames for it, okay. By pressing T, by the way, I can get that out of the way. Pressing the numbers doesn't do anything there. I needed to get this because I'm running low on inventory space. That's also a problem that you might run into pretty fast. Okay, let us place the container first. The two things you see on the front, these orange tabs, are basically conveyor connections. You can, at one point, you can set up conveyor connections to other machines. I didn't go so far into the game so that I would have ever seen that. Problem is that in creative you cannot really use the machines, so there's no way for me to test certain things. We will have to do this all in survival, at least at the moment. Maybe that changes in the future, hopefully. Okay, the fat machine. That's a neat thing. Now we have the biogenerator and the medium greenhouse. We will build that in one of the next episodes, I would say. Here you can see we can, if we give the machine power, we can get water, we can get some nutrient tablets, and we can get the fruits, dried fruits and meat and all that stuff. That will be the next things we will have to tend to. The biogenerator, by the way, on the left you can see that I have some effects on me. I don't know what these effects are. So the temperature is low and ability of the body to combat bioradiation hazards depleted by consuming unprocessed food and water or by external causes. I don't see any external causes at the moment, so I will go into the capsule, and maybe this gets better. So you can see the temperature goes up and this goes up too, so maybe I will just wait here, sleep a bit. Good people, I think that is all for today. I will go out as long as I do the the end talk. Okay, people, that's all for today. I wanted to give you a look on this new game, and we will maybe play it for a bit longer. We will see how you receive it, how my reception to it is. At the moment, I quite like it. I would like to see more of it, and that's what we want to achieve together, I would say. Good people, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video and the new game. If you did, then please leave a like on it. Comment how you think about Planet Nomads, and I hope to see you in the next video. See ya, guys.